Chastity, the social media influencer and rockstar killer. Maria, from Miami. And Lucy, aspiring actress. Sydney, hip-hop lover and writer, so I'm told. And my quiet one, Mackenzie. Well, hello, ladies. I'm Bella. I have a question for everyone. Why do you think rich men cheat? Control.
I'm going home.
Don't go.
Attention.
You bring the total package to the table. You just need the right friends.
Are you my friend?
No, but you can be mine.
And power.
I stuck my neck out for you.
Thank you!
And I pulled the strings to get you onto this show.
Take all three away, and he becomes desperate.
So, what's with the apples?
Well, it represents knowledge, wisdom, beauty, and power. Here, you will learn how to gain ownership of all.
I'm gonna send you the money for the ticket, and I already have your room set up at the Palms.
You do that, babe.
Because once you have possession of the apple, no man alive will have power over you.
You make it sound so easy.
Oh, it's not easy.
Brett, look, I'm sorry.
Save it! Save it!
I get no auditions.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
I get no callbacks.
I really need to get upstairs. They stole all my money.
I don't know who the fuck you think you are, but you're no better than the rest of us.
Right now, they have a do not disturb until this afternoon. If they call you, great.
How is he gonna call me if he doesn't?
If not, charge it to the game.
Make no mistake, ladies. In order to succeed in this game, you must be willing to play it out till the very end.
This business is all types of savage. What are you doing?
But if you follow my blueprint, I guarantee you will become a millionaire within the next 3 years. Possibly way earlier. So, are you ready to take that step?
Another day, another dollar. Ain't about money, don't you holla. 100 miles and racing, and that money conversation been my only motivation, yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. What up? What up? What up? What up? Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Hit that like button coming through the door. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure you share this stream with at least 3 people that you know on your list. We on a late night tip tonight. Shout out to all my people on Twitch. Shout out to all my people on YouTube and all my people on Twitter. So after all the noise dies down, I figure y'all would want to listen to the real shit. You know what I mean? Instead of all of that fluff and speculation and meditation and irritation and all the shit that ain't real. What's up? What's up, Tyler Gray? What up with you? All the shit that ain't real. But you come here because most of you heard that, Heaven Hollywood, he may not, you know what I mean? He may get on my nerves, but he gonna give me to me straight. You know what I mean? There's a lot of dudes out there that they come on here and play favorites. And if that's your thing, if you got a certain one you want to go to because you know he glazed your favorite superstar, that's cool. You know what I mean? You go to certain people because you know they glaze the person that you like, and you're never going to hear nothing bad about them. You're only going to hear glazing stuff. They just going to be hanging on their balls like Tarzan, swinging from their balls like Tarzan. And if that's your thing, that's cool. Me, I don't have. I'm the agenda buster. So there's no agendas over here. I'm just going to give you straight what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. All right? If there's ever a time where the truth gets too much for you, there's an X in the top right-hand corner that will help you up out of here. So I don't even have to block you. I don't have to have my moderators get you up out of here. If it comes a point where it's just too much for you, trust me, I don't want anybody to get anxiety. I don't want anybody to become offended. That's not what I'm about. All right? So if you are getting offended, if it comes to a point where what I'm saying is just too much, and you don't like the truth, you like hearing that shit, you want to hear the BS. You want to hear that, the conspiracy theories are real and that, they got all the celebrities got babies in their basement and they eat them. And if you want to hear that, there's channels for that. That channel ain't here. Right? Because I'm only talk about, I was in the industry 21 and a half years. I ain't never seen nobody eating no babies. So I'm not going to come on here and talk about that. I can only talk about the shit that I saw, the shit that I witnessed in 2 decades. You know what I mean? And then we'll talk about the stuff that I hear nowadays, stuff that I hear is going on behind the scenes and stuff like that. But I'm not here to talk about, I don't know about no celebrities eating babies. I don't know who was on Epstein Island. You know what I mean? I just know there wasn't no brothers on there. That's one thing that you will get when you follow my channel is I ride for my people first. And I give my black people the benefit of the doubt first. So if you come to this channel looking to bash black people or say they'll go get this one next and that one next, and then don't never mention no white people, this ain't the channel for you. This ain't the channel for you. I'm getting ready to start a channel soon called WET, White Entertainment Television. I'm only going to talk about white folks. I'm only going to talk about white tea over there. So, if you want to cape for white folks, you can wait until I start that channel and you can come on there and swing on them white men's balls all you want and suck on these white ladies' clit all you want. Once I start White Entertainment Television, I ain't going to talk about no black people on that channel. None. It's going to be all white tea. It's going to be all about all the white celebrities. All right? So, what we're getting into tonight is a couple of subjects, as you can see up top. Will Nicki Minaj be dropping new music this year? I'll let you know what I've heard. Drake Iceman is now a week away. We'll go into the expectations of that and any rumor about any collaborations that's going to be on the album. Rihanna and Ciara. Is Rihanna and Ciara rekindling their past feud? Now, they were just acknowledging each other at the Met Gala. Right? They took pictures together at the Met Gala. But then something happened after that. And people started questioning whether this is shade or not. But we'll get into that. Then, hold on. Then we got Stefan Diggs. Stefan mother effing Diggs. So, Stefan Diggs has won his case, but the girl he won his case against ain't letting up. She basically saying, I don't give a damn if you won this case, but I'm letting people know what's going on out here. Right? So she's dropping text messages. She's dropping other things that are showing pretty much that he was involved with other women while he was with Cardi B. Now, Cardi B, going to assume is no longer with Stephon Diggs, so I don't know how much she'll care at this one, but there was another girl that got exposed. What's up, Mimi? I couldn't sleep, so I was like, I'm gonna do a late night joint. Shoot, I might go to 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Y'all mess with me. I ain't got nothing to do. I'm pissed off that I didn't win on my betting app. I'm so pissed off I was crying. I was so mad because it's like as soon as I start betting, all of a sudden these niggas don't know how to shoot a basketball. Before I started betting, I look up and these niggas be scoring all type of buckets. Niggas got 40, 45, 50. I'm like, okay, so now let me start betting. Soon as I start getting into the betting, now all of a sudden these niggas can't throw the ball in the ocean. Now, unfortunately for me, I learned a little too late. I learned like a week before the playoffs started. Now, the playoffs start, it's a totally different game because it's harder to score. Dudes be playing more serious. I mean, and dudes in the playoffs, they don't do what they do in the regular season. So, I'm betting here like my boy. He out of here. He be betting like crazy. Me, I don't have the type of money to be betting $100, $200, $300 on a game that I can't control. Right? So, but I don't give a damn how much I bet. Like if I bet $10 and I got a chance to win 100, and then I don't win 100 because one of these freaking scrubs can't score 15 points in a damn NBA game that's 48 minutes, and you're supposed to be a professional NBA player, been an all-star in your life, and 15 points. Nigga, that's only 7 buckets. That's only 7 buckets, and less than that if you throw in some threes. 15 points. That's only 3 threes and 3 buckets. Y'all make a living playing basketball. And I put on for a professional player, somebody like a Paul George or a Evan Mobley from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Y'all niggas is all-stars and y'all can't score 15 points in an NBA game? Nigga cost me $200 because he couldn't score 15 points. Then everybody else did their job. Then the other day, pissed me off again. Duncan Robinson of Detroit Pistons. He's a white boy. I said he's going to hit 2 threes. That's all I asked for. 2 3-pointers. All white boys do is shoot 3-pointers. This son of a bitch couldn't even hit 2 3-pointers. And he hit 40% during the season. And this son of a bitch couldn't even hit 2 when I asked him to. He cost me about $80. So I'm going to pretty much be done with it. Tonight I only had a 4-leg parlay, meaning only 4 things had to happen. And these motherfuckers over here in San Antonio, I said, I need Wemby to get 10 rebounds. Okay, Wemby got 10 rebounds. Then I said, Champagny got to hit 2 threes. Nas Reed has hit 2 threes. And this dude, Hassel or whatever, has hit 2 threes. Nas Reed hit his 2 threes. Champagny hit his 2 threes. This piece of shit, Hassel, hit 1 3. He was 1 for 6 from 3-point land. And had one with about 2 minutes left, wide open. And this nigga bricked it. I said, man, that's it. I'm done with this shit. I'm done with this shit. I don't care if I only spent $10, $5. I don't give a damn. If it comes down to I could win $80, $90, y'all niggas, I'm gonna start thinking y'all niggas doing this on purpose because y'all probably betting too. But this whole I want to try to find this girl. I think Coffee City had it. Let me go to Coffee City Finance and see what and get this video, because this girl, I'm gonna assume that she is a friend of the BBL chef. And let's start it off with Stefan. Let's start off with Diggs, because there's something I want to talk about. There was a video, I didn't get a chance to see it all, but I'm like, I'm gonna talk about that video on my live. Okay. And it's Stefan exposed again, she says. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, yo. So we're gonna start it off. We're gonna get into. All right. So hold on. We're gonna get into Coffee City Finance, and I'm using this under. I'm using this under the fair use. Okay. This will be used under fair use. I am not in intent to infringe on anyone's copyright. I'm not trying to infringe on Coffee City's copyright. And I am not trying to disparage or defame or slander anyone's name. This is just coming straight from a case that is already documented in public. All right. So anything on here that you do not want to believe, don't believe. All right. But this is coming straight from a documented case. So as we all know, Stefan Diggs was found not guilty on the strangulation, not guilty on assault, not guilty on the other one that they had. Not guilty on all counts. All right. And the thing that we found out inside the court is something that, anybody with good sense knew already. That he would, the moment I saw her with a BBL, I said, nah, that ain't no chef. That is a chef that he's definitely smashing, right? So that coming out in court wasn't really a big deal to me, because I know how Stefan Diggs gives it up. So I knew he was smashing the chef. That's no big deal. Now, when the verdict came down, right, as we all know, Mila Andrews made a total fool of herself. And then we had this conspiracy theorists. Oh, did they really mean for her to win? And they said, okay, we'll get into that. But then after the trial, she starts spilling text messages, and she's doing all this stuff that she wants to make. To me, it seems like she wants to show that, hey, he was still with Cardi B when he was doing this. At this point, Cardi B's broken up with Stefan Diggs, so she probably don't give a damn. But for content, we're going to talk about it. So we got this girl, Golden Shower, Golden Girl, whatever the hell her name is. And she is a friend of Mila Andrews. Now, Mila Andrews has come on and made a statement, right? She made a statement. Let me see what her statement was. Let's see if I can find it. Basically, her statement was saying, oh yeah, he may have been found not guilty, but that still don't mean that I was lying. That don't mean he was telling the truth. Just because he was found not guilty, woody, woo, right? Hey, what's up? Hey, it's me. So personally, as far as the text message is going, then there was a text message with her and Cardi B's hairdresser And this hairdresser happens to also do Stephon Diggs' hair, probably from Cardi B. And she also does Cardi, Waves hair. And she's close with Cardi kids, probably Culture's hair too. So she's close with Cardi's kids. But what this girl was trying to do is try to frame it as he was sleeping with me, he was sleeping with Cardi B, he was sleeping with KB, he was sleeping with the hair braider lady, right? We'll get to that later. I want to find her statement because I'm like, so somebody who just lost, I mean, but somebody who just lost, you sure are still doing a lot of talking. And then she got Tasha K syndrome. But let me see if I can find that statement so I can read it to y'all. Dim all the lights, sweet darling, 'cause the night is on the way. Hey, baby, dim all the lights, sweet darling. Dim all the lights. All right, let me try to find her statement. Mila Adams, sorry. True, I'm trying to find Mila Adams statement. Hold on. Y'all bear with me. I just wanted to get our statement up here. Okay. This is Mila Adams' statement after she lost at trial. After they said, after she said, he tried to offer me 100,000. Well, sis, you should have took it. Yes, should have took it, sis. Hold on. All right. Of course, now that I am looking for it, it always happens that way. Now, this thing was all over the place before when she made the statement. Now, all of a sudden, I'm looking for the exact statement. I can't find it. All right. So basically, she was saying that just because he was found not guilty, just because he was found not guilty, that don't mean that he's telling the truth, and that don't mean, and it doesn't. It doesn't mean, but and we will probably never know the truth, or maybe we do know the truth. But one thing for certain and two things for sure, he was found not guilty. So you might as well just let it go, sis, because anything that you had to say in there, you did say, and your demeanor of the whole thing just didn't sit right, with the jury and what have you. But I'm trying to find this thing because I need it for context, right? Hold on. Let me see. Oh, you know what? What's that old bias blog? Got that scoop? I think Got That Scoop got it. Hold on. They bias, so. I just want to read the statement. I don't care what they said on here. Make sure that y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat. Make sure you never hear me. Again, I wasn't there, so I can't tell you what he did, whether he did or not. Only thing I go by is it's not my job to say whether he hit that woman or whether he touched her or whatever else he did. But all I know is I'm going by what happened in court. And if I was sitting on the jury and I had to, when you're sitting on the jury, you have to say, is there any reasonable doubt? And if I was sitting on that jury, I would have said, there's too much reasonable doubt for me to say that this man is guilty. So it's not anyone's job on the jury to say whether he is innocent or not. It's whether they can charge him with not guilty. Did they present enough evidence to prove that this man is guilty? And the answer is no, they did not. Right? And I don't care what you text afterwards. I don't care how many text messages you come with. That still doesn't mean that he touched you. That's what the thing is. See, it seems like what Mila Adams is trying to do is just embarrass Cardi B or say, see, she was messing with me when he's messing with Cardi B. So what? Cardi B ain't with him no more. So what difference does that make? She might have a kid by him, but she's no longer with him. So you're not embarrassing Cardi B. Oh, why? Because that's her baby daddy? Ooh. Hold on. But I'm gonna go to what you call it? Infamia. Hey, baby. All right. Anyway, let's go to Coffee City, and we're going to take a look at this video, and I'm going to respond to it when it's on. Okay? And then you know how we do.
Hi, guys. So, Stefan Diggs, former chef Mila, is not letting this go, okay? As you all know, Mila took Stefan to court over those strangulation allegations. And Stefan ended up winning the case. I already had a feeling he was going to win because watching the trial, Mila just did not seem prepared. His lawyers made her look so bad on the stand.
Yep.
$5.5 million from Mr. Diggs, didn't he?
Didn't he, bitch?
Mr. Diggs offered me $100,000 to recant my statement.
That is a yes.
That is the only.
Maybe we sit her sidebar, please. Yes, move this right. Your last part.
So I'm not shocked that he won. But I told you guys, just because he won doesn't automatically mean everything she said was a lie. In my opinion, I still believe there may have been some truth to what she's saying. But I also feel as though we probably wouldn't have heard any of this if her and Stefan were still on good terms. It seemed like once he dismissed her and kicked her out, that's when everything started coming out.
Fact.
Now Mila is showing messages of him telling her that he loves her. Oh my goodness. And mind you, he said all of this while he was dealing with Cardi B. She also claimed that Stefan was still messing with other women, his baby mother, KJ. He was also sleeping with this girl he works with. So pretty much, majority of the women in his circle that you see him hanging out with, even when Cardi B was around, he was allegedly sleeping with all of them. She even said that Stefan was also messing with Cardi B's kid's hairstylist, who apparently does his hair as well. Like, oh my goodness, this is messy.
Y'all, Stefan Diggs' chef is not letting up. She has
Hold on.
Chipotle honey chicken is back. Grilled chicken, chipotle peppers, and pure honey. It takes heat and sweet to a whole new level.
Hold on, y'all. Here come the damn ads.
He has been posting screenshots, captions, this, talking about he knows what he did, talking about the hair braider lied. Like, she says she's innocent. She says some people pray you stay silent. Some even try to put that silence in writing. I went to trial. I took the stand. I told my truth. I was exhausted emotionally, physically, spiritually. I didn't want to keep going, but I knew I had to. This process showed me how quickly a woman can be questioned, judged, doubted, and broken down for speaking up. It showed me how hard it is to stand against someone with power, fame, money, and protection around him. I refused to be silenced. He tried to make me sign an NDA. He offered me $100K to recant my statement, and no amount of money would make me lie. After everything I experienced and witnessed, especially in that house, I refused. I will always refuse to sign away my voice. The verdict hurt, but what cut deeper was hearing events described in ways I know were not true, and realizing how little the system did to protect me, prepare me, or treat me like I mattered. A verdict does not erase what happened to me. Not guilty does not mean I lied. Not guilty does not mean I am broken. Not guilty does not mean I will disappear. I know what I lived through. He knows what happened, and the people.
No, you're right. You're right about that, BBL chef. Not guilty don't mean none of them things. But I'll tell you what not guilty does mean. Not guilty means he ain't going to jail. So Stephon Diggs is an NFL football player, and that's all he care about. Not guilty. You can take all those not guilties and do whatever you want to do with them and say they don't mean this, they don't mean that, they don't mean that. But Stephon Diggs says, I know one thing it do mean. It mean I ain't going to jail. I ain't passing go. I ain't passing collecting $200. I'm going to be on a football team, and this is behind me. So, yeah, like, again, I'm not here to say whether she's telling the truth, whether, only her and Stephon Diggs knows what happened. But I can't go on the unknown, and I can't go on speculatory events. I can only go on what it says in the history books. And if you look in the history books, it says that Stephon Diggs was found not guilty on, what day was it? May, 3 days ago? Was found not guilty on May 6th. That's all I can go by.
People who know him know the truth too. And she said there was text submitted into evidence, but they were never addressed. Let's stop the sworn women narrative. And she did post a bunch of texts that I guess are supposed to be from him. Y'all can go to her page to read them, but it's a lot. She also wrote a caption for the hair braider, and she said, his manipulation didn't work on me. So you had an excellent performance. He came through you to get to me when he was not supposed to. Just no honesty. I didn't say those things to you. I was not okay when I agreed to meet. I wanted an understanding of why. Biggest regret. Instead, he says $100K for a statement his agent Adissa wrote and sent it to you, wanting me to recant my statement, to lie and say it didn't happen. If I didn't show up to court, I would have been a liar. I showed up and told my truth, still painted to be a liar. It was never about money. Yet before every court date, his team came calling with scare tactics. From day one, they made up false statements. This was about finally standing up for myself. I have stayed quiet long enough, and I'm not revengeful. And I'm not revengeful, but enough. I did not lie. He knows what he did. You know what he did. Y'all all know what he did. And I guess these are supposed to be screenshots between her and the hair braider. Like, now, do any of y'all actually?
No, you put me to sleep. Moving on. Moving along.
I feel like even if what she's saying is true, her demeanor, the way she answered questions, just all of it did not help her at all.
Now, Gorgeous Doll, she came out to Mila's defense, basically saying that something isn't right about this case and that it seemed like the prosecutors didn't really fight for Mila the way they should have. Now, I understand Gorgeous Doll is defending her friend, but let's be honest here. Mila did not do good on that stand. She wasn't answering questions clearly. She didn't seem prepared. And I do believe that she herself hurt her own case. But let's get into what Gorgeous Doll had to say.
So I'm on the phone with Mila, right? Chef Mila. Mila, you on this bitch?
Yeah, Cardi.
Okay, cool. We've been on this bitch for an hour and 30 minutes. She didn't tell me every fucking thing. But I'm going to let her handle her little shit on her legal side. But I want to let y'all know that at the end of the day, it's so much more to this story. It is.
Okay. And again, it probably is. It probably is so much more to the story. It probably is stuff that we'll never know about. But guess what? It don't matter because the case is over. I mean, I don't understand what she's coming out like, oh, because baby, and baby what? Because baby what? You're doing all of this, Ms. Ryan. Oh, get ready and blah, 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 and it ain't over yet. No. It is over, sis. It is over. Stephon Diggs is not even with Cardi B anymore. So everything that you bringing out now is really just going to help Stephon Diggs get more pussy. Really? If you're trying to put him out there, oh, his reputation and this, that, and the third, that's only going to help him get more pussy. The only thing that's going to hurt Stephon Diggs' reputation a little bit is if it comes out that he tried to have X with that guy. That's it. And that would hurt his reputation for a little bit. But most straight dudes nowadays that have issues with women and issues with putting hands on, most of them are undercover zesty anyway. And they just don't know how to come out and tell people that they like men's. If you like the men's, you like the men's. You just come out and say it. Because doing all this hiding and beating people up and, you know, trying to hide or, you know, try to show people that you're masculine by laying hands on women or intimidating women, you know, most of the time, them dudes that do that proclaim they're straight or try to live perceived to be a straight man, most of the time they're not straight. They have this built up animosity inside because they, you know, are hoping and praying you never saw them with no nigga. But let's continue.
It's so much more that the prosecution did not submit on her behalf. They took this case and pretty much put her in a position of not being able to tell you the truth.
Okay, so now so what you're saying now is the prosecution rigged the case. That's pretty much what you're saying. So now when the prosecution come knocking on your door for you saying this, I don't want to hear no hiding and crying. Because what you're saying, yo, these people be killing me with these conspiracy theories, with these, the such and such PD and this. Like y'all need to have stone cold proof that this is happening. You need to have stone cold proof or you're pretty much committing defamation. You pretty much can be sued for defamation or slander or something. If you're saying things, then you don't have cold hard proof. Oh, maybe somebody or such and such. She was trying to insinuate, I don't know if she ever said it, but she was trying to insinuate that, oh, maybe they were paid off, or maybe they were setting her up, or maybe this and third. So, you know, it's always something except for your girl just was not prepared enough to win this case. That's it. It got nothing to do with no conspiracy and no, it was a full moon out. No. Your girl was unprepared, and that experienced lawyer ate her ass up.
And I'm going to keep this video cute and sweet, but I want y'all to know that nigga, those bitches, the shit that she has sent me, the text messages, the proof, everything she has sent me, my statement. Why was that not entered into evidence? Why did the prosecution not come up there and say, on what date did Mr. Diggs offer you $100,000? They tried to make it as if, oh, she demanded this money just off rip. Nigga, pay me 5.5. No. He wanted her to drop this case and recant her statement, offer her $100,000.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. So let me ask you something, Gorgeous Doll, or whatever your name is. Did she have proof? I wasn't into this case like that. Can somebody tell me in the audience, did BBL Chef have proof that Stephon Diggs offered her $100,000? Or she's just saying that out of her mouth and she wants us to believe her? I'm not saying whether he did or not. I know a lot of people do offer money to try to make things go away. But the thing is, do you have proof, sis? Do you got the text message? Do you got the voicemail? Mimi said no proof was shown about any money. Well, there you go. Sorry. Once again, these people, these days, man, this generation thinks that just because you say something, he's supposed to believe you. Just because you say something, we're supposed to believe you. Just like I said, I could come on here and say, who's this girl? Gorgeous Doll? Yeah, Gorgeous Doll said she gonna give me some pussy. She said that? Yep. We was talking on the phone, or we was talking in DM, and she said she could give me some pussy. Oh, you got a DM? Oh, yeah, it's right. Oh, I don't have it no more. I deleted it. Oh, sorry. But she said it. Trust me. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You need to have some sort of proof of this man offering you $100,000. If not, it's just your word versus his word, and your word ain't looking too good because you sitting up there being contrary. You sitting up there being combative. You sitting up there not answering questions. You sitting up there trying to say, "Oh, what did you say? What did you say? Oh, I didn't understand this." And you were rolling your eyes. You was getting antsy. So the jury's probably like, "Okay, this chick's a liar." And no matter what you would have said, it was going to be hard for them to believe you. We don't believe you. You need more people. All right, let's go back to Gorgeous Doll. Looking like old girl from Raising Canaan. What's her name? Unique Baby Mama.
100,000.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at.
I need y'all to be smarter. Okay, I need y'all to be smarter. I need y'all to think, why would the state pick up a case that they would lose? Or did the state pick up a case that they thought they could win, and then something happened last minute and they decided to let it ride?
Like what?
States don't fucking pick up cases that they're gonna lose. Like,
you don't know what the fuck you're talking about because they do it all the time. You do it all the time, sis. See, this is where she loses me. She calls herself making people go, oh, you know what? That's kind of true. Sis, didn't the state of California pick up A$AP Rocky's case? They picked that case up. Did they win? No. Didn't the United States pick up the Diddy case? Did they win? No. So don't say nobody's going to pick up a case unless they think they can win. They think they can win all the cases. That don't mean that they can. I'm going to finish up with this broad. She's starting to get on my nerves now, but I'm gonna let her talk.
Like, are y'all not understanding that? And now me seeing everything that I've seen that she has sent me.
What you seen, sis?
Irritated because something happened. States don't pick up fucking cases that they know they're gonna lose. Are y'all not like asking the same questions I'm asking?
No.
why would y'all said this was a waste of time? This whole case was a waste of time. It was a waste of time. If it was a waste of time in the beginning, why would they pick it up?
Because
why
they thought
would the
she had
state
more.
pick this fucking case up if there was never no proof? Did the state?
Because they thought, first of all, whenever you're going to bring stuff like that against them, they thought that she had more proof. That's why. They thought that she had more evidence. They also thought that they could scare or if Stefan heard what the chef had heard, and if Stefan heard what the chef had, maybe they can bully or scare him into a settlement. That's what they do most of the time. That's what these states be doing most of the time. They'll take on a case and then they'll be like, oh, you don't want to mess with us. You don't know what we got. You know, and then if somebody be scared, like, oh man, I don't know what they got. I don't want nothing to come out. So just in case something else come out, let me just settle. And Elite said it best, just like the feds lost. That's what I just mentioned. Lost that main case of Diddy. They could have sworn they was going to put Diddy in jail for life and take his assets. Right? So you're wrong. Again, you're wrong here. They think they can win every case. They think they can win every case.
They pick up the case and then something happened before court and they didn't submit the evidence. Are we all slow?
No, are you
all
slow?
Fucking slow. That's why I called Mila and said, Mila, you got to give it to me, babe. You got to.
Oh my, not you called Mila and said, you got to give it to me. Oh, look out. She went and gave Gorgeous Doll all of the story. What are you going to do? That's why I said, you got to give it to me, babe. Give what to you? The whole truth and nothing but the truth? Okay, she gave it to you. Now what? What is that, chef? 35, she said? Well, she 35? I think that's the age I saw. I'm not sure. 43, 35, 43, whatever. I don't really know. But so she gave you the truth. Now what? What you gonna do? Nothing. Oh, that's why you gotta give it to me. Oh, what place? What case? What place was take this case? Plenty of them. Plenty of people would pick up the case. How old is Stefan? Wait, Stefan Diggs, Chef Mila. Let's see. I thought I had saw. Wait a minute. I thought I saw somebody say either 35 or 43. One of them. Just says mid-30s. Says mid-30s. Yes, hey, it's me. You already know. I think he mentioned it like in one of the text messages for like a LOL or whatever. So he's either 35 or 42. I don't really remember. I think it's probably 35. But listen, sis, you're wrong. And I know you're trying to take up for your girl and you're trying to insinuate that he may have paid off the police. Do y'all know what you're insinuating? Like, y'all just think that people are just willing to accept money for anything and risk getting caught if they do realize if they ever got caught doing it, it would be the end of their careers. If they're paying off judges and paying off prosecutions and that ever came out, do you know that person would be finished? Finished. So you think people are really willing to risk their whole career and whole family's career for an hour? Come on, man. Or trying to risk their career for not for an hour, for a few bucks. Come on, man. Y'all tripping. He finish up.
You got to give it to me. And I need y'all to think that. Why would the state, the prosecution, the DA pick up this case? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Why would the state pick up this case if they knew they were going to lose? Or did the state pick up a case they knew they could win, and then allegedly maybe something happened? I don't know. Something was paid. I don't know what was said. Something
was paid. You see
it? The state isn't picking up a case that they know they're going to lose. Are y'all not seeing 1 + 1 = fucking 2? We're all saying the same thing. No DA would pick up this motherfucking case against this.
You're not all saying the same thing because you're not correct. You're not correct. There's plenty of states that pick up the mother effing case, and they don't win. They don't win every single case, sis. What are you talking about? See, I understand what this girl's trying to do. She's trying to stay in homegirl's corner in case homegirl comes back with a civil suit, which y'all can bet your bottom dollars that's what's coming next. I'll give it a week, if that. By Monday morning, you may hear that this girl went and filed a lawsuit, a civil lawsuit. So you're going to say, since the criminal didn't work, now I'm going to go file. I'm bringing all these text messages and this, that, and the third, and I'm going to try to get a civil suit now. Because the main thing is that people ask is, well, if you are so meant so much about it, why did you file why didn't you file criminal instead of civil? Well, now she filed civil first, and she filed criminal first. Now she gonna come back and say, I did the criminal thing, it didn't work, but now I'm gonna file civil. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. So y'all look out for that. She will be filing a civil suit. Guarantee. So shout out to Coffee City. Here's stupid ass academics. Hold on. Here he is doing the chef. So let me go back over. Academics are stupid. Let me see what he's talking about. I will watch a little bit of this video. He's explaining the chef. Maybe academics mentions her age. We'll see. Let's see here. So academics is breaking down this thing with Chef Mila. So he be knowing stuff like that. Maybe academics mentions the age. Let's take a look. What he talking about?
Is the chef for Stefon Diggs, who took the stand, who is testifying against him. He beat the case, and basically, I think you guys know most of the story, but if you don't know the story, I'll just give you the short rundown. She's been fucking with him for years, before pretty much any of the girls that he's currently fucking with, including his girlfriend at the time, Cardi B. So they met, had sex, then she gets hired. She then moves into his house. She's like cooking for him. And if you guys know women like this, she's like the woman who's playing the long game, right? She's been around longer than any other woman. She's cooking for him. She's nurturing him. Apparently, like, Stefon Diggs, like, really rocks with her because she's one of those, like, you know, even though she made the dried up hot dog, her, you know, cooking and all that type of stuff, he was trying to heal quickly from some injuries he had caught in the National Football League. Okay, so she's living at the crib. You know, he's fucking her for a while, but just like any nigga knows, in-house pussy becomes old pussy pretty quick. He's fucking other girls, whatever. And this is where the drama comes in. So the drama comes in when and introduce this girl. And it's always a white girl. A white girl know how to play her role, but also snake everybody else out. This girl, her name is Lindsay. She gets on, and Stefan Diggs is liking her, and he's fucking her too. What happens is that this girl doesn't like the chef. Number one, you could imagine why she doesn't like the chef. She wants to be the number one side girl. Keep in mind, Cardi B's still in this situation as the main girlfriend. She wants to be the number one side chick. A little bit jealousy, whatever. She kind of concocts a plan to fuck everything up. Remember also, this chef, she's living in the house. Now, what happened is that they start playing up on this girl's insecurity. Now, I don't know if you guys know a girl that's been in your life that you've been fucking with for a long time. She has like, she kind of, she has like this delusional, delulu mindset that eventually you're going to stop fucking all the bitches and be with her. And like, you just got to get it out of your system. That's her. So she's just like waiting around, making food, nurturing, whatever. She feels she knows him better, whatever. When she sees a new bitch come around, she's like, all right, she'll be out of here soon. That's how she's playing it. This girl's like, all right, I'm going to fuck this up. Now, I'm going to give you the rundown of what the talk in the streets is about her. She's also pretty interesting. And this is going to show you it's kind of a really disgusting industry because everybody's sharing dick. Now, this girl right here, she's a few niggas like supposed side chick, but she's Lil Yachty's side chick. So Lil Yachty's punching some dick in her stomach. And she's also fucking Stefan Diggs. So she's fucking Yachty, Stefan Diggs. I know they're all sharing these bitches, right? Now, the funny part about this, and you hearing mad names, but just go with it, okay? Do your own research if you care. So Yachty's hitting it, Stefan Diggs is hitting it, but the drama happens in Stefan Diggs' house because she wants to get the chef out of the paint. You know how she gets the chef out of the paint? She utilizes another woman, and that's a slick white woman move. She utilizes another woman, which happens to be a woman that's Stefan Diggs' baby mama. Now, we got to enter another woman. I know, it's getting a little crazy. This is Stefan Diggs' baby mama. So they claim she's a fifth baby mama. Her name is KJ. Some of you guys might be familiar with her. Her name is like Kayana, I think Kayana Barber or something of the sort. Some of you might be familiar with her because Drake mentions her on a song called Kiki. Do you love? Supposedly she's Kiki. I don't know. I thought Kiki was
she is.
but
She definitely is Kiki.
I don't fucking know. Anyways, so you're seeing how this is kind of getting nasty and messy.
Yes, sir.
Anyway,
yes,
apparently she was getting cracked by Yachty too. So Yachty's over here really getting all the pussy in the world. So Yachty's cracking her. I know. No, not the chef. Her. And what happens is, this is how weird the industry is. This chick right here, the friends her because they have in common not only Yachty, but also Stefan Diggs. I know it's getting nasty. It's the industry. That's how it goes. So Stefan Diggs' baby mama, the friends, like the assistant stylist interior designer girl, who he's fucking both of them, and both of them had a past with the same men. I don't know. Whatever. And yes, so this girl goes to Stefan Diggs because she's trying to get this girl out of the mix and says, hey, your baby mama your baby mama heard that so-and-so was talking shit about, hey, she could fuck him whenever she wants, this and third. And the chef basically told the baby mama, blah, 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 the baby mama don't fuck with the chef no more. Now, what ends up happening, and I got clarification on this. Remember I said, like, the chef had to move out during a week when somebody came to visit. I thought it was Cardi B. It's not Cardi B. Who came to visit was actually the baby moms. The baby moms came over with the kid. All right, it's time for, you got, Stefan Diggs is like a breeding factory. So he has like 8 at a time. So the baby mama came over with the kid. And because of that rumor, the side chick chef had to get out of Dodge, dip. So when you see that message that she even put up herself, where she's like, oh, she doesn't like me, and Stefan Diggs is saying, you gotta leave, Stefan Diggs, and she's finding out the hard way. She's been taking care of Stefan Diggs, cooking him up meals, doing everything, probably rubbing his fucking, fucking crooked left toe that he caught on the football field, like, fucking dealing with his jock itch, doing all type of shit. Thinking that, she knows him the best, he loves her, and at some point they'll probably be together. In reality, every other woman in his life is speed racing past her in their importance. How? Shorty, you got to leave the crib. Shorty has my kid. That's my baby mama coming over with my child. I might fuck you from time to time, but you're not my baby mama. You have to go. She's feeling away. You could look at the text. We just literally looked at the text that she posted. The text that she posted literally shows them arguing. And when she keeps saying KJ, this is KJ. Kiki. Which, ironically, Yachty's fucking the chef, KJ, baby mama.
All right,
this girl, this girl is friends. Everybody's like fake friends. You know how the chef was like friends with Cardi B,
academics,
Stephon Diggs. Well, this white chick is friends with KJ, and KJ's the baby mama still getting cracked, and she's over here getting cracked, and they share another nigga in proximity, Yachty. So they're just running up a storm. They're doing their thing. Okay, so you even see from this message where you're gonna see the KJ thing.
Why can't I?
And she's gonna basically say, "Why would I tell KJ anything? Like, what the fuck? Like, why would I be like gossiping?" Right? It says this is why we're having. It says because I told you to go upstairs and get out the kitchen when she was there. Right? That's because the KJ girl doesn't like her. It's like, yo, we told her you got to dip. Like you'll kind of see it in here because she mentions KJ or whatever. But ironically, this is how the cookie kind of crumbles. They started arguing over that. Okay,
Won't let
right
me freaking stop it.
Who you tell I sent KJ home?
Come on, stop already.
KJ is his baby.
Jesus Christ, and won't let me stop it. So,
moms, the one we just pulled, moms.
You'll get the point.
Up, right? So again, this is it's the most. I don't want to call it hilarious because somebody's.
Academics is always going to say something in support of somebody that he messed with. He messed with Yachty. So there is no proof that Yachty is messing with those girls. No proof at all. It's pretty sick that these girls let guys like Yachty and Charleston White. We just seen him with Selena Powell. And, they let 6ix9ine, like they let guys like this hit. It's just pathetic. You exchange fluids with these girls will exchange fluids with anybody. No, you're exchanging energy and exchanging fluids with Charleston White. You're exchanging fluids with Yachty and just fucking anything. And Trippy Red. So that's basically what I wanted to touch on as far as Stephon Diggs goes. I don't think nothing else is going to come out of it, but I do believe that she will open up a civil suit. Hold on for a minute, because I got to get some coffee. I'm falling asleep. But while I'm doing that, y'all check something out. Hold on. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. We're going to get into, I want to get into this Rihanna stuff and put y'all up to date on what people are saying. Like I said, man, I don't come on here and if I know something, if I know something is true, I'll say, yeah, I know it's true, or somebody told me or whatever. But most of the stuff I have is what people send me. You know what I mean? 7, hold on. Most of the stuff I have is what people send me. They're like, oh, I want to get your take on it, or I want to hear what you have to say about this. Right? That's mostly what it is. But let me put this on. So y'all check this out for a second. Let me go get my coffee. Hold on, y'all. Make sure I can see this. I'll be right back, y'all. Y'all hang tight. Don't leave me now. Don't leave me this way. Oh, baby. My heart is full of love and I can only you. Come on and do what you got to do. You started this fire down in my soul. All right, hold on. Can't you see it's burning out of control? All right, y'all. While I go get my coffee, y'all check out this. Another one of my great creations. I'm so creative. All right, I'll be right back.
This one's not going to be like the rest. She's far more different, more intelligent, more clever, much more of a challenge. That's why I'm going to enjoy it the most. It took me a while to duplicate this one, but I finally got her. I got her down fucking pat. Her rituals, her daily routines, her schedules, her friends, her family. God, I see you in my sleep. Do you know that? Huh, baby? I see you in my sleep, Jetta. There hasn't been a night that's gone by that I haven't thought of you. You are the only thing I see when I sleep at night. God, it's amazing how much like me you are. Your style, your body, your life. We live for the same thing. We're cut from the same stone. That's why we get along so well. That's why I can feel you. I can see you. I can be you. I understand you. God, I love watching you. I know you can feel somebody watching you. I can tell, but you just don't know who. You just don't know why. You just don't know that it's Jax. The element of
I'll be
surprise.
right back, y'all.
One of the best things. Okay, here she comes, here she comes, here she comes. Bingo. Just like clockwork. Turn on the lights. Put your keys down on your left. Take off your coat. Take off that scarf. Pick up your mail. Yeah, just like I was controlling you. Read your mail. Take down your hair. Take down your hair. Jetta, take down your hair. Good girl. Neck roll once, neck roll twice. Right, left, right, left. Pour a glass of wine. Go to the back and come out with your robe on.
What?
Have a seat. Pick up your wine. Sexy bitch. Such an interesting individual. Not very complex at all once I got to know you. If there are any important messages, make the call now. Almost 7. Yeah, I know. You should be expecting that call any minute. And I know you don't like your phone off the charger, so... Oh yeah, I fucking love it. Don't worry about that phone call that you get every night from him at 7. You won't be getting that tonight. Time drawing closer. You see, everything you stand for, I have always wanted to become. Your beauty, I have it. Your booty, yeah, I have it. I almost feel like we're soulmates. Okay, I'm sorry, but the little love fest is over. I have a job to do, and I have to do it. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. $15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Showtime.
Hi, this is Jetta. And your 7 minutes are up.
All right.
Breeze.
Hold on.
Big odors, a big distraction.
Okay. I'm back. That was my 7-minute film, 7 to 7. It was 7 minutes. And at 7 minutes to 7, Jack Spinks was supposed to kill Jetta, who is a CIA agent. So she was supposed to kill him. All right, y'all still there? Put a 1 in the chat. Did y'all like that? Put a 1 if you like that. Put a 2 if you was like, nah, I didn't like it. There's no way that y'all couldn't have liked that. There's no way that you couldn't have liked that. Everybody that I showed that to was like, yo, that is so dope. Like, when's the next one? You're going to do another one. Right? Mimi's the only one that likes it, huh? Okay. It's all right. That's all right, y'all. When I blow up, don't try to kick it to me later. So, all right. Let me find this thing with Rihanna that people were telling me to take a look at. So, hold on. All those girls must got you gassed. Pisses me off every time I look for something. Like when I don't need it, I be seeing it all the time. Okay, so as we all know, Rihanna, right, did a Met Gala recap yesterday. Right? And in that Met Gala recap, she had in the Met Gala recap, thank you, Lisa. In the Met Gala recap, she had on her Ayra. I don't know how to pronounce that girl's name. I just say Ayra Starr. In her Met Gala recap, she had Ayra Starr's song playing, right? Now everybody knows that, even though from what I hear, Ayra Starr and Tyla are cool, there are people that try to pit them against each other. And Rihanna, of course, has always made it known that she loves Ayra Starr, and Tyla has not had as much success with Rihanna as Ayra Starr. As a matter of fact, Tyla let everybody know that she tried 2 times to talk to Rihanna, but Rihanna just blew her off. So she's just going to assume that Rihanna was tired. But what we pretty much found out is especially after Rihanna posted that this video with Ayra Starr's music, that it wasn't a coincidence that she's blowing Tyla off, right? So Ciara, as we all know, that her and Rihanna has had, even though they're older now and they took pictures at the Met Gala together, that was a pretty nasty beef when it was going on, right? Pretty nasty beef when it was going on. Let me see something here. So Ciara just out of nowhere posts this. She did it again, right? And I'm going to assume she did it again. It's a Tyla song.
You can't get me out of your head. I know deep down you want me. Deep down you want me. I know deep down you want me.
Right? So, hold on. Let me make sure I got the right thing.
Yeah. Even when you feel like you can't.
And of course, this is Tyla, right?
You can't get me out of your head. I know deep down you want me.
Deep down you want me. I know you do. Okay, so I'm gonna assume that's a Tyla song, right?
I know deep down you want me.
Hold on, let me slow down the video. So okay.
Yeah, even when you feel like you can't get me out of your head. I know deep down you want me. Deep down you want me.
Oh my God, so annoying, man.
I know deep down you want me.
I'm playing the video like on the slowest speed.
Yeah, even when you feel like you can't get me out of your head. I know deep down you want me. Deep down you want me.
All right, you get the point. Right? Y'all get the point. So let me take y'all to some of the comments. And I will premise this by saying that just like how the fans are the ones who pit Ayra Starr against Tyla, when I've heard Tyla fans say, I don't know whether it's true or not, but I heard Tyla fans say that, oh, they're cool. I don't know whether they're cool or not because I really don't follow Tyla or that chick. I know some Tyla songs. I don't know any songs by that girl. So now, this, of course, is the other night when Tyla was standing next to Rihanna.
What do you think about having a good tonight? You had a good time tonight? Look, I just got here, man. I'm just happy to see everybody. Backstage Live. I won't be backstage live. I caught you at this fashion show. Look at my God. Yeah. See you again, bro. Likewise. Big love. World. I appreciate that, man. You know how we go. Big love. Look, that's how you do it. That's how I go, man. See, look, that's the. I called you.
Rihanna is. She is so unhappy. Like, you could tell. She's like, are you? He asked you, sis. He was like, are you having a good time? She said, are you? And whenever she puts, like, one thing about Rihanna, like, whenever she talks and then puts that bottom lip underneath her lip, she is not happy. Let's run that back. Whenever she, if you notice that, whenever she talks and then she wipes off the bottom lip with her top lip, she is not happy. You know, Rihanna's usually all smiles. But watch when ASAP Rocky comes over. Watch when ASAP Rocky comes over. Hold on.
I called you. Rhea, how you doing tonight? Good?
Yes, how are you?
Peace and blessings. You know, the backstage live, you know what I mean? You know how we do that. What do you think about having a good tonight? You had a good time tonight? Look, I just got here, man. I'm just happy to see everybody. Backstage Live. I won't be backstage live. I caught you at this fashion show. Look at my God. Yeah. See you again, bro. Likewise. Big love. World. I appreciate that, man. You know how we go. Big love. Look, that's how you do it. That's how I go, man. See, look, that's the. I called you. Rhea, how you doing tonight? Good?
So, Rihanna is making sure she's keeping an eye. I know, she definitely signed to Roc Nation. And a lot of people are saying that she's going to be leaving Roc Nation because they haven't been doing anything for her career. I definitely go along with that. Since she signed with Rock Nation, it's like she lost momentum. It's like I saw her more before she signed with Rock Nation. It's like since she signed with Rock Nation, I haven't seen her. You know? That's what it seems like. You know, Rock Nation isn't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Rock Nation isn't for everybody. And I just basically heard that they really just did that because Rihanna co-signed. And you know, Rihanna is a big fan of hers. And she was like, oh yeah, you should sign her, you know. So they was really just taking Rihanna's word for it, like, yeah, Ree likes her, we gonna sign her. Right? But to be honest, since she's been under Rock Nation, man, she kind of been like non-existent. She been worse. I'm gonna try to put headphones in so y'all don't hear noise, but you have to let me know whether you can still hear me talking. Okay, so y'all got to let me know whether you'll still hear me talking or not. Okay. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can still hear me. Okay, y'all can still hear me? All right, cool. Yeah, so I don't want y'all to hear the traffic or whatever. All right, what's up, Wizard Kelly? Wizard Kelly hanging out with me on a late night tip. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. Okay. Lisa Hopkins. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah. Let me go to the comments so I can give y'all a good idea of what people are saying. All right. Now remember, this is the fans said this, not Heaven Hollywood. I didn't say this. I didn't even know this was going on. But they said it looks like Ciara has chosen a side in the Rihanna situation after she attached Tyla. She did it again in the video. Okay. Let's see what people are saying underneath here. Let's see if people are buying it. Trust me, so they went back and found like the old tweets when Ciara and Rihanna was going. Now, mind you, this was 2011, y'all. This was 15 years ago. And then she says something about the stage, and then she said, "Trust me, Rihanna, you don't want to see me on or off the stage." Ciara from, where's she from? Not ATL. Good luck with that booking that stage you speak of. So somebody said Rihanna and her on good terms now. Don't be effing messy. Right? So a lot of people aren't buying it. They're just blaming Barb's for trying to start trouble. Yeah, so a lot of people are thinking that, oh, it's just the Barb's trying to start trouble. Ciara and her are cool. So don't try to start no mess. Don't start no won't be none. Let me see if any other platform is talking about that. If not, we're gonna move on, y'all. So that song is Tyla and Zara Larson. And I remember in 2011, Rihanna said, Ciara, baby, I love you, girl. You hurt my feelings real bad on TV. I'm heartbroken. That's why I retaliated this way. So sorry. Let's make up. So somebody here said, oh, this is messy AF of Ciara. Tyla and Rihanna got the girls coming out to bang. So people, so it's not just that Barb, right? It's not just that Barb. Here's another person that also said it. So remember, a lot of people pick up these things, right? Low key being a mean girl, like how they paint Nicki out to be. Tyla quite literally has done nothing, not even the old Twitter shade or anything like the usual suspects do. She's quite literally said she wants to be bigger than Rihanna, which everyone took wrong because, like, what the F? Now when Ayra pop out with the Rihanna feature, I don't want to hear S from nobody. Ciara and Rihanna are cool now, and Ciara and Tyla are cool. Stop being messy. Ciara made this video the night of the Met Gala. Y'all okay? Always reading this stuff. So a lot of people saying she made this the night of the Met Gala, so nothing to it. What did I miss? What's up, Hayden? So now ASAP Rocky has had a checkered history, right? ASAP Rocky has a very checkered history. He has been on record multiple times, right? Really? Oh, I see. I didn't know that. Hey, it's me. I didn't know that. Okay. I didn't know that. But somebody said, is Rocky a cheater? What now? We all know that ASAP Rocky's had a checkered history. You know, he was with Chanel Iman, and they was actually about to get engaged. They were actually about to get engaged, and then she had to call the engagement off because she found out Rocky was cheating on her with multiple people. Rita Ora, he named a couple other people. Then he named Rihanna, and he kind of like, if I'm not mistaken, he took it back with Rihanna, but he was naming the multiple people he was cheating on Chanel Iman with. Now, if y'all remember, when was it, last year? When this girl said she slept with ASAP Rocky? Hold on. What's this chick's name? Streamer says now he was still with Rihanna at this time. I'm trying to remember what this girl's name was. Okay, so yeah, here it is right here. So this was last year, I believe. Hold on. Hold on. Now I remember watching this too. I remember watching this because everybody told me to go to it and was like, "Yo, what do you think of it?" And I was like, okay. Hold on. Hold on to your love. Now this actually started as soon as this thing happened with the Met Gala. Then all of a sudden, you know what the internet does. The internet started interneting, right? And then the algorithm started replaying this video. A lot of people thought that it was new. You know how these Johnny come latelys do. They thought that it was new. But what happened was she was over this streamer's house. She was streaming with a guy. And she's like, oh, I'm not going to say it out loud, but you can read my lips, something like that. And then she didn't cover her mouth. And everybody believes she said ASAP Rocky. So let's see. Y'all can tell me what y'all think she said.
Who's the most famous person you've been with? Can I ask that?
Yeah, we have to mute it. That was the other day too. That's like we're homies though. Like
That's crazy.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Why did they get it? It's not. Why would you guys really? You guys think I would pull ASAP Rocky? Look at me. Like, look at me. You guys are stupid. I would never. It was Wiz Khalifa. I'm just kidding.
No, that's cool.
So she definitely said ASAP Rocky. Well, what happened was she muted the video. She said, you have to mute it. He was like, who's the most famous person you've been with? She said, you're going to have to mute it. So that's why they muted it. But then you can see her lips say ASAP Rocky. She can say what she want to say, but her lips clearly said ASAP Rocky. And then she was like, oh, really? You think I pull ASAP Rocky? But then, oh, look at me. But that's why the boys turned their head and started laughing, because they know she said ASAP Rocky. She said, why did they get it? Right? Then, let's see. We all know about right as him and Rihanna was getting together. If y'all
Who's the most famous person you've been with?
If y'all remember, hold on. These people are lying. Okay. Hold on. So then you also remember that let's see. Let me type this in. ASAP. Once he also when he was with after he was with Rihanna, there was a rumor going around, right, about another girl. Right. You saying this like a man is Rocky, ashy, clout chasing ass. The whole admitted sex addict who loves effing and older women, and he desperate to be an A-lister. He would brag about betting that lady if given a chance. Hold on. So he's had some issues, right? He's had some issues. But and then of course, if y'all remember, right when him and Rihanna first got together, there was a sex tape that came out with ASAP Rocky. Y'all remember that? Right? Y'all remember that? Right as they got together, um, hold on. Right as they got together, some sex tape leaked with Rocky and I think her name is Miss something. She's still Seppi, Miss Septi or something like that. Hold on. I gotta change devices. My device is dying. Yeah, her name is Miss Sethi. Miss Sethi. Let me see if I can find her. Miss Sethi. Now, and if y'all remember, Rihanna had that sex tape scrubbed from all the porn sites and everywhere. Everywhere. All the porn sites and everywhere. Rihanna had the internet scrub. Think this her Miss Sethi. Look, you can't see her name no more. I don't want to click on it because her videos are pretty adult oriented. Yeah, I can't do that. Yeah, can't do that. Yeah, her videos are pretty vulgar. All right, well, here's one. So this is Miss Sethi. And he was in the video with her. Now remember, this happened right. This happened right as him and Rihanna got together. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna change my device, and I'll explain that to you. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. To your love. Hold on 1 second. All right, can y'all hear me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat. Okay, you can hear me. All right, so I won't be able to share the screen because I transferred to my phone. So I don't know how to. I'm not nice enough to work the sharing of the screen with the phone yet, but I'll figure it out at some point. But yeah, to go about scrubbing something from the internet, you have to know the right people to call. Like, and there's a certain procedure that you can go through, and you have to pay. It's not millions of dollars, but you have to pay for a license, a certain license of that video to be taken down, right? And then wherever it is on the internet, there's like a little number that you get, and wherever that video is on the internet, they can pay for a license to have it scrubbed. So that means it would be scrubbed from YouTube, it'd be scrubbed from the porn sites, any porn sites that have that particular video uploaded, right? They can pay to have the internet scrubbed of it. Now, anywhere you put in ASAP Rocky sex tape, that does not come up anymore. It was at one point, it was up under something else, like rapper and something like they put it up under something that it's hard to, it's nothing that has to do with ASAP Rocky, but it's like rapper and such big booty girl, whatever. Like, and then you can find it, but it's not the whole thing either. So, Lisa Hawkins, you put 2. You can't hear me? Lisa Hawkins put 2. You can't hear me? Y'all can hear me, right? Yeah, I'm looking right at my mic. Okay. Yeah, so, but y'all have to remember, that was a long time ago. And that was a big deal, like when it first came out. And then women were saying, oh, ASAP Rocky ain't got no stroke game and this, that, and the other. They were like, oh, his stroke game is weak. And then there was another female who Rocky was dealing with. I can't remember her name, but she was a model. Um, she was a model up in Harlem, and then they had like the same Benz. They were rocking like the same Benz and the same outfits or whatever. And that another one was, all of these girls though, he seemed to have cut off like when he got with Rihanna. So remember, at first him and Rihanna wasn't exclusive because she was still holding out hope that she was going to get back with Hassan Jamil. She was still holding out hope that once her and Hassan Jamil had that big fight, y'all can see the pictures all over the internet when she took a trip with him and they was damn near about to go to blows. You could see them pretty much yelling at each other on the trip. And that was their last time on vacation together because they got into a huge fight and his parents were there. They all went on vacation together. And I guess this is where they were trying to see whether they were going to be cool with Hassan marrying Rihanna. Because remember, they had started getting pretty serious. And Rihanna called up, allegedly, Janet Jackson. And she asked Janet Jackson, allegedly, about marrying a Muslim man. And Janet Jackson allegedly said, "Don't do it, girl. Don't do it. It'll be the worst mistake of your life." Right? So, because remember, Janet Jackson married a Muslim and it didn't work. Right? So, and then they had a nasty split. Now, Janet reportedly ended up getting about $400 million from him, but it was a nasty split. Right? And I heard he paid Janet out the $400 million and was like, "Bitch, get out my face." But then when he did that, of course, Janet probably had to pay tax on like $175 million of it. So she probably ended up getting about $275 or something like that from him. But then the Hassan Jamil's parents. I got a story because my dad's friend used to date this Muslim girl back in the day, and they broke up. Family divorced him to convert. Okay. That's it. Yeah. So the parents really didn't like Rihanna, right? They didn't like Rihanna, and they had an issue with Rihanna's fan base because Hassan Jamil was pretty much a low-key guy. He was a billionaire, but nobody knew about him. Like even when he dated Naomi Campbell, he had a little bit of press because he was only seen around Naomi once or twice. And they were out at a ball game, and there was a couple of pictures snapped, but it was nothing like Rihanna's fan base. Like Naomi Campbell's fan base didn't come saying, "Oh, you better treat my girl right," and this, that, and the other, and saying, "We're gonna be keeping an eye on you." Like all of these people, and he's like, dude was like, "What? He's not even from America," and he didn't even get on social media like that. So when people were attacking him on social media and threatening him, saying, "Oh, you better do our girl right," he was like, "Who are these people?" So she had to explain to him it was her fan base, and then the fan base went and dug up the guy's ex-wife. And that caused a big problem for him and Rihanna because he's like, "Wait a minute. Why is my ex-wife calling me saying that she's got people, contacting her?" saying, "Oh, Rihanna looks better. Oh, he left you, ha. He left you, and he upgraded." And this woman is like, like, who are these people? So Hassan Jamil, and oh, you better not still be married to Hassan. Oh, that's Rihanna's man now, bitch. Like, people, these stands, man, they be these stands be crossing the line. So he was not used to stuff like that. And then he got his ex-wife call him saying, "Who are these people? Like, why are these people calling me? Why are these people getting on magazine interviews that I'm on?" Since she didn't have a social media, his ex-wife did an interview with a magazine. And since she didn't have social media, Rihanna fan base went and flooded the comments of the interview in the magazine. "Oh, you ain't Rihanna, bitch," and this, that, and the other. This woman's looking like, who's Rihanna? What are they talking about? So these fans are weirdos. They didn't like none of that. They didn't like the fact that she wasn't Muslim, right? And she really wasn't trying to convert either. Because they'll take a girl's conversion, but they're not really, if you got an image that's provocative or whatever, they don't really want their son marrying. But he was like, forget that he was gonna marry. He wanted Rihanna to move to London, so he had all these different plans, but just didn't work out. It just didn't work out. Now I'll touch on this briefly. Then I'll just do a video for our Patreon. Nicki Minaj new music. So I was speaking to somebody. I got my connections over at Universal, Republic, whatever, right? And she's going to be speaking with her record label. Her and her record label have a meeting coming up. I'm not sure when, but what happened was what got swept under the rug. If y'all have to go to my Patreon and join it and watch the video of why Nicki Minaj did not release her album and the truth behind it. It's a lot more than to just, I'm just not releasing an album. So, but what I can tell you is she's trying to speak with her team. Number one, a renegotiation they were requesting. They're requesting a renegotiation of a contract. She don't want one because she's so far into the contract, and because that contract is one of the few contracts left that she does not have to pay 360 all 360 rights, right? I just think they just get a portion of the tour sales and a couple other things, but publishing and merchandise and stuff like that, they don't really get a chance to touch. But as far as the contracts go, that's something different. They're like, listen, we're here signing multi-million-dollar contracts. You pretty much just fall in line and do what we say, because right now you're not really popping like that. Like, they don't care nothing about them charts, 100 global, this, that. They care nothing about that. That's empty to them. They only care about one chart. That's the Billboard. That's the Billboard. That's all those record labels care about. The record labels do not care about you being number one on Spotify, you being number one on iTunes, you being number one on Apple. They don't care nothing about that. All they want to know is Billboard. That's all they care about. So all of these little empty accolades that Doja Cat used to post and that the Bronx post about all global this that and the other, like that's cool. That's for the fans. That's cool for the fans, but it means nothing to Universal. It means nothing. It's like in basketball when people win the what's that mid-season cup? Like nobody cares a damn about the cup. It's all about, oh, we won the cup, but we won the championship. You know what I mean? So nobody gives a damn about that little cup you win at the end of like mid-season. Like, oh, we won the cup. Like, yeah, but we won the championship. You know what I mean? So nobody cares about that. Well, right now it's me. It's crazy now because there's nowhere near where it used to be. Right now, labels are looking to spend as less money as possible. So they're right now, this very moment, labels are looking for already finished products that have a huge social media following and have viral moments. That's all being famous has returned to now. Right? Viral moments like the niggas a munch. You know what I mean? She got that pretty much, that song, she pretty much got signed off of 10 seconds from that song. Ice Spice pretty much got signed off of 10 seconds off of Munch. Now, Munch was out for a while, but they had to go find the right place to clip Munch. I mean, so that's what they're looking for now. They're looking for somebody that's already complete and done did all the work. So the only thing they have to do is push you, make connections, call, make a phone call here, phone call there, and then that's pretty much it. And that's these labels are looking for finished product. And they're not even looking for talent or none of that. They hopeful that they can find a person from the hood who's desperate, who've been in and out of jail, so because they can exploit that. And they're hoping that they get that person. That person is so enabled with fame and money that they'll be like, oh, I'll sign anything. I mean, yep, Trim blew up off of TikTok. Right. That's what's happening now. That's what's happening now. And it's a shame because it's pushing out people with real talent. Even with the acting. Look at what's going on in Hollywood. Movie stars better start investing their money, or hopefully they put away a lot of money because they're giving these jobs to influencers. They're putting them in movies and they don't even give a damn if they can act or not. You know, these movies be having Drewski in it. Look at Drewski. You know what I'm saying? Drewski, look at all the people that I have to say we as a people have made millionaires. Just look down the line. DJ Academics. You know what I'm saying? I can understand Joe Budden. Joe Budden has been podcasting. He's like the pod father. He's been podcasting for a very long time. Joe Budden also used to be on the radio. So it's not like, Joe Budden just got the podcast deal and that's it. No, he worked for that. He was doing radio for a while. He was, of course, he's a former artist doing radio for a while. So he deserved what he got. People like DJ Academics are flukes or are just regular influencers. That's all they are. He hasn't been to school for what he does. He's been to school and gotten degree, but he's not been to school but there hasn't been no sort of communication school, no sort of broadcasting school, no sort of journalism school. Look at Charleston White. That man's a millionaire. We actually made that piece of garbage a millionaire. A man walking around with one eye. Women say his breath stink because the teeth is all rotted out. Women say his breath stink, his body stink, and He disrespects black women, and then you got people like Selena Powell who's sitting up there kissing on him, and you got other women. He's waking up in the bed with absolute dimes laying next to him in the bed. I'm like, how is he getting these women? But that's women doing stuff for clout and money. They'll screw anything. Hey, Purple Flowers. They'll screw anything. Charleston White, DJ Academics, Neon. You got Iggy Azalea throwing herself at Neon. What's the name of doing it? Selena Powell's doing it. You got all these other women throwing themselves at Neon, acting like, oh, feeling them up. Oh, you got a big one. Oh, that's the biggest I've ever seen. Let's stop the cap. Stop the cap. And they know that these streamers got a lot of fans, do big numbers. So if they're seen with him, the person will come watch their stream or the person will follow them. You know what I mean? And these are the people that's appearing in movies now. Drewski, Kai Cenat. These people are not actors, but they're hosting award shows. They're taking gigs from what regular actors used to get, and they don't have to pay them as much. So if they want a movie to pop, let's just go get Drewski. We'll put him in there. Let's go get a couple other people, Addison Rae. And you'd be like, can these people act? Oh no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll work around it. How you gonna work around somebody that can't act? But they do it. They do it. The Cash Me Outside girl. Just look back. Look back. She's the one that really started it. She's the one that really started people. No, she didn't start. The one who actually started making viral moment people famous was hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife. He's the godfather of that. And then people started saying, hey, I can say something stupid on camera. Said I could show something, I could say something stupid on camera and get paid for it. Right? So that hide your kid, hide your wife, I am delivered, all those type of people. You know what I mean? Became famous. Before they became rich, they was famous. So people start, that's why you don't see none of these actors. Where are all these actors? Where's Samuel Jackson? He used to put out great movies. Where's Denzel? Denzel just did the Equalizer or whatever. Okay, Denzel's still working, but all of these great actors and actresses that used to put out movies that you watch, they're not getting the gigs anymore because they can either get AI, a fake actress or actors you can't even tell the difference with the AI, and they can pay them much less. What do you think, Orlando from Love Island up and getting? What do you think about Olandria from Love Island up and getting adults? I love Olandria, but her skin color is gonna be a problem. Now, if I was in charge of everything, or something wouldn't be a problem. Because you know how I feel about some dark skinned women. Child, I love me some dark skinned women. That's my thing. Like dark skinned women are my thing. Like they're gonna be my first choice. Like if I have a first choice, it's gonna be a dark skinned woman. Now, if she ain't available, it's not gonna make it. Oh no, I only date. No, that's gonna be my first choice though. My first preference. If out of the preference, they say, "What is your preference? Light skin, dark skin, white, Latina, dark skin." That's my preference. So if I was in charge of it, right? Oh, of course, yeah, most definitely. Like I said, you have to go on my Patreon and read the Super Six. Um, hey, it's me. Join the Patreon and go read the Super Six. And if you're on YouTube, you can see a part of it. But the Super Six is a video about um, six black actresses and what the white executives said about them when they first came into acting. And that is Gabrielle Union, Regina Hall, Taraji P. Henson, Neil Long, um, I'm missing two, Sana Lathan, and there's one more. But it talks about how those six women were put on a grading scale, and all of the white executives would grade them on different things. Looks, body, and acting would be like last. And then they would put these little footnotes next to them. And this is a true story because I spoke to a gay publicist. You know them gay publicists and them gay stylists. If anybody ever get into celebrity gossip, they need to get them a gay stylist or a gay publicist because they be knowing all the tea. So this gay publicist that I had hired or whatever, we was having a conversation and he brought up the Super Six. That's how I found out. And he was telling me about what they were saying to them about racism, but like I said, I got the whole story on my Patreon. But yes, racism still exists, and because she's dark skinned, I mean, she's never really gonna make it where she is. There's been a couple who, slipped through the cracks, like Naomi and Kenya Moore. Like, there's been a couple with Kelly Rowland, but Kelly Rowland was singing. If Kelly Rowland was never part of Destiny's Child, I don't know how Kelly Rowland would have, went over. Even though she's hella talented and beautiful, but it's just they got something against these dark skinned women. You know. But Kenya Moore and Kelly Rowland and Naomi Campbell, it's like find me three non-black women as fine as those three that I just named, and you're gonna have a hard time. You're gonna have a hard time. And then while you thinking of them three, I'm gonna go think of three more. You know what I mean? Three more dark-skinned black women. So, right. It's me, right. Explain this. The colorism is real. You know what I mean? It's real. Now, they've gotten a little better over the years, right? They've gotten a little better when people started making comments and stuff like that. But it's still bad. 7th Streeter, it's hard to find somebody more talented than 7th Streeter. And 7th Streeter never made it at all. And I also blame a lot of the men in the industry that are in the industry in a good place. Like, I think Chris Brown discovered her. I think he was the first one to really give her a chance. But 7th Streeter should be out there the same way how Neo in The Dream is for men. That's what 7th Streeter was. Except she was like the female Neo, the female Dream. She was out there writing songs like The Dream and writing songs like Neo. And you see how they propped them up and took them with them, and they wasn't even really singers like that. But 7th Streeter is very talented. I mean, look at SZA. Like SZA has been talented for years. What is this? Her third album? She really just blew up. Like when she went over to TDE and stuff like that. SZA's been around a while. SZA's been around a while. But she didn't just come out of nowhere. Anyway, y'all. Oh my God. We're gonna be back tomorrow. I think I'll start a little early tomorrow because yeah, we'll get into some things tomorrow. I'll probably do a live show in the noon, but then I'll probably do the big one. Try to set it for like 8 o'clock. All right, cuz shit, I'm tired, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. All right, I thank y'all for checking in with me. I love y'all, and it's been another installment of the Heaven Hollywood Experience. I'll check y'all tomorrow, man.